What's up, guys and gals? Time for the latest chapter review for Star Strike It Rich, chapter 59. And is she allowed to have this epithet? That is my question. Is she allowed? I mean, I can say it. Last time I took a look in the mirror, I'm allowed to say it, but really? Really? That's what we're going with? Because the first time I read that, I went, whoa, whoa, wait a minute. Kuno Susume, or Susumi, epithet of Kraka. Nothing? Nothing from anybody? Oh, okay. All right. We'll just move on. Either way, she's batshit nuts. She is absolutely insane, and I'm kind of here for it. I'm kind of here for it because she's got a bit of that crazed, I won't go as far as Majin Buu vibe sort of idea. I think it's just like just that over-hulking form with the whole, like she's so focused on just, there's someone strong. I wonder what happens if I smack you sort of idea. Like literally zoned in, very one-dimensional, very simple-minded. Basically a child in this murderous hulking form, if you will. So she's, her eyes are looking different directions. She's literally doing the lizard thing and stuff like that Bill Burr complained about with with every modern woman ever. You know what I mean? And yeah, so she's doing the crazy eyes thing. She's doing the lizard thing, looking at more than one thing at the same time. Though she seems to focus in, even though Hina is standing right there. So I don't think it's a strength like being able to detect like, oh, this one is strong, and she can like, she's nuts, but she can instantly tell who's powerful, who's the strongest in the room. She gets that aura vibe sort of idea. No. She just sees one of the two SENA sisters. She sees Rico, of course, standing, in the audience, in the stands, and she's just hulking. She's massive, especially, given her size and stuff like that. She's actually a little bit smaller than this Kuno, woman, person, prisoner, whatever. And Hina even remarks on this because she just walks right up to her. She's like, sort of idea, like reminding me very much of Wonder Weiss sort of vibes from Bleach, giving me Wonder Weiss absolute vibes. Like no faculties are there. There's nothing going on up here realistically. I think that's actually my best comparison. Very Wonder Weiss, and she's just like, Hina acknowledges it too, to be like, wow, she's even bigger than you, Rico, which is quite big because Rico is quite large for just a woman in general, but she's quite large to be a fighter in general. She's just quite a big boned character in general. So she like looks at her, she's staring her down and stuff like that, and immediately she grins after she acknowledges her. Like she's like this happy, as I said, got that very that evil smile, but that like childlike evil? Is that what I'm going for? Because it's not innocence. You know what I mean? It's this, as I said, lack of faculties completely. And just slam immediately. Boom! Goes for the headshot immediately. And Hina's just there like, wow. It's like Godzilla versus Kong up in this bitch. This is a kaiju fight. You know what I mean? And I'm like, alright. You know what? If I was standing right there, because I'm not that tall. I'm 5'10" on my best day. You know what I mean? I'm about 5'10", a little bit over on my best day. So, fact is I'm pretty sure that these two are like 6'3", 6'5", and stuff like that. So I'm with Hina. I'm not Hina sized, but if I was standing next to that type of power, boom, I'd be like, whoa, Jesus. Even I could feel that shockwave. You know what I mean? So yeah, I get it. She's like, oh, wow, this is pretty exciting sort of idea. So she's immediately fighting with the audience, and I'm like, oh, did she take a hit? And no. My two favorite fighters, as I said, two of my, Ichiriku is not, she only fought in like one fight, so she's like one of the main characters, but, she's awesome and stuff like that. But as far as just consistent fighters, like fighters that we know are on the registry for Valkyria and stuff like that, it's definitely got to be the SENA sisters. And the SENA sisters are awesome, and she blocked it immediately. She grabbed that fist with her hand. It seemed like this big shockwave and all that stuff, but it's like, boom! No, I caught your, and she's flexing, she got them muscles. She's flexing, and she's like, yeah, I caught you, bitch, and stuff like that. And she still got one hand in her pocket. She's still got one hand in her pocket, like, oh, you looking for a playmate, are you? And of course, the crazy one, the criminal, is just there going like, ow, very, as I said, very Wonder Wise vibes. Immediately smacked with a kick in the face and sent flying back by the one she actually has to fight, Psycho Sister Riku. Now, alright, I like this. I like that she's pissed off. And she gets even more pissed off later. She's like, hold up. I'm your opponent. You should be focused on fighting all of this right now. What the fuck do you think you're doing? She's mad that she's not getting her due. She's not getting her respect. And she even calls out her sister on it, saying, this is my fight. I'll kill you. I will go at you if you try to interfere with this and stuff. And the older sister's like, alright, look at you, all grown up, little sis. Alright. Listen, I didn't start shit, but you take care of it, You try, I'll stay out of your way. Don't screw it up. She got faith in her sister. And boom, here we go with this, the Kuno Suzumi. She's there just laying down, like she's rolling over, like she took that kick to the face, and now she's just there on the floor of the arena, just going doing that Wonder Wise impression very well. And they're like gonna start and stuff like that. It's like, oh, we were nearly gonna call this off, sort of idea, but it's like she is a deadly criminal. We do have to watch this with. We can't take our eyes off this match because things could go south very quickly. It's going to be very entertaining, very profitable, but we don't want anybody, any of our main fighters to actually, get permanently injured here. So they're starting off, and we see that she is looking around like she's put up her guard and she's ready to go. Riku's ready to fight. She's ready to go. And immediately, she's like, this fucking bitch, this fucker. She's like, you still looking around for my big sister? Because she's just like, as I said, like just looking around, being this hulking, lumbering form, and just looking around like, where's the one I tried to punch? Where's she at and stuff? You haven't even acknowledged me. You haven't noticed me yet, huh? That's not funny. The referee says start, and boom, punch to the face immediately. Boom, headshot, and it's not just a jab. She took her whole body, she took her shoulders, her whole back into it, and slam, baby. She took her right off of her heels, and it's like, I'm not some piece of shit job. I'm not some piece of trash. And she uses the term, and I know the community's going to go wild because she used the term jobber. I hate the term jobber. I wish that the term jobber was erased from the English-speaking world. Not just the English-speaking world. I wish it to be erased from every language on Earth. I want that shit more dead than the Latin language. I can't stand that word. However, this is awesome because the choreography is great. She's my favorite fighter, and she's coming out of the gate like, you disrespecting moi? Nah. Boom, and immediately goes for the Carnage Rush. She immediately goes for it, and she starts just pummeling away. Now, we know that this is going to be an uphill fight. We know this is not going to be some one-sided beatdown, and this is just the initial inertia of the fight. But it is cool to see her like just come out swinging, coming out strong, and just being like, no, you are going to pay me my respect. Your eyes on me, motherfucker, sort of idea, right? So I like the attitude, full throttle right out of the gate, as is acknowledged. On the sidelines, and boom, knocks her down immediately, and she's in her psycho mode. She's like, get up. You understand that I'm your opponent, And, like, that's the whole, like, this half of the chapter. That's that whole piece, is that she's feeling like, okay, you're supposed to fight me. You went after my big sister, who's not even on, she's standing in the crowd right now, and you don't have, like, eyes on me. It's just the disrespect. And she's like, no, I'm going to make you respect me. I'm going to intimidate the hell out of you. So she gets up, of course, end of chapter, and it's this very very terrifying. This very scary, like almost watercolored, like splotches of paint sort of art style. Very, as I said, the art in Star Strike It Rich is incredible because it's got this very eerie. It can go very horror element when it wants to, and it's disturbing. It's quite disturbing to look at, but I like that. I like that aspect, you know. And it's definitely, we knew that this was going to be an uphill battle. They weren't going to off-screen 3 fights just for us to get 2 one-sided beatdowns, you know? So the first fight, as I said, I wasn't too happy about that fight for obvious reasons, you know what I mean? I felt they should have done like the way I described it in the last fight in the 4th round. They should have done more of a Spencer Reed, Sheldon Cooper thing, where it's like, okay, they're geniuses. They understand the physics behind being able to throw a punch and block and stuff like that. But the experience and the hardening and the training of the muscles, and the durability is all out the window because they've never been punched in the face. You know, I wish they had done that angle with it. Like, no matter how much of a genius you are, that you can replicate these moves, if they're used against you, you know, you're kind of SOL. But this fight, I'm looking much more forward to. This was a great setup chapter. I didn't know what to expect going into it, but I think chapter 59 is far better. It's definitely, the choreography is already like just right out of the gate. I love the different angles that we're getting, like the foot to the face, then the immediate, you know, the carnage rush, the shot to the face. We're getting these big, impactful blows, and you feel every hit sort of idea. Definitely, yeah, the art is just always really good when we're getting down to the nitty-gritty of the fighting. And of course, this is the final fight of this 5-fight, you know, as I said, we skipped the first 3 fights, but we got the last fight, now we're getting this fight. This isn't going to be over anytime soon. It's going to be a very, everyone's going to be bloody and beaten by the end of this one. You know, Riku's not going to come out of this smelling like a basket of roses, but I still have hope that she's going to win, because I don't believe, has she had an on-screen, have we seen a full fight where she won? Either way, she's probably my favorite fighter on their entire registry in the series currently. So I really want to see her go up against this mountain, this Wonder Wife's female mountain, and kick ass. I do want to see that. So hopefully chapter 60 delivers on that. What did you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as always, and we'll see all you people back here next time for chapter 60 of Star Strike It Rich. Looking forward to it. Hope you guys are too. Have a good one. Sayonara.